Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bosch. The number of clean diesel models in North America will double by 2014. Bosch Clean Diesel. Good, clean, fun. Bridgestone. Your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems. Improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by the 2013 Hyundai Sonata. Learn more at HyundaiSonata.com.
Welcome to Autoline Daily for October 11th. I'm John McElroy, and here's the latest developments in the wonderful world of cars. Despite posting a $7.7 billion operating profit so far this year, Volkswagen wants to save cash. According to Reuters, the company may delay development of SUVs for Bentley and Lamborghini. Bentley already showed us this awkward-looking SUV called the EXP9F, and Lambo already pulled the wraps off the Urus. VW is so profitable that when it delays new models, you know it believes the crisis in Europe is going to get really bad. Nissan just announced pricing for the all-new Pathfinder. The base two-wheel drive model starts at $28,270, and the top-of-the-line Platinum model with four-wheel drive starts at $40,770, and those do not include destination charges. The new Pathfinder is powered by a 3.5-liter V6 with a continuously variable transmission, but the big news is the weight savings. By going from body-on-frame to unit body, it's 500 pounds lighter, and that, along with other improvements, improved its fuel economy by up to 30%. The 2013 Pathfinder goes on sale at the end of the month. Fox and Turner Sports just inked an 8-year contract with Major League Baseball. Why should we care about that? Well, Fox is the parent company to the Speed Channel, and it's rumored that Speed will turn into an all-sports network. Fox Sports Media Group confirms it is evaluating the possibility of a national sports channel, but says no such network is imminent. Well, for all of us who can only go to Speed for a racing series like Formula One and Grand Am, let's hope they at least keep them. A few days ago, Ford showed off a prototype carbon fiber hood that could help lower fuel consumption. This should not come as a huge surprise after Ford announced a collaboration with Dow Automotive earlier this year that will look at new materials, design processes, and manufacturing techniques. The new carbon fiber hood weighs 50% less than its steel counterpart, with production times being significantly reduced. Ford continues to look into using carbon fiber on more components and hopes to drop an average of 250 to 700 pounds on its vehicle lineup. Things are going from bad to worse in Europe, but especially for Fiat. Sales are plummeting, Moody's just downgraded the company's credit rating, and Italian politics being what they are, it's politically impossible for Fiat to reduce its considerable overcapacity. Plus, Fiat still doesn't have full control of Chrysler. It only owns 58.5%. It wants to buy more stock from the UAW Retiree Medical Benefits Trust, but it needs to come up with more cash, and Fiat doesn't have much cash to spare right now. Since it does not own Chrysler outright, Fiat cannot legally touch Chrysler's bank account. But Sergio Marchionne did tell me recently that Fiat can contract Chrysler to do development work for it, which can save the Italian automaker money. Chrysler, meanwhile, continues to confound its critics, boosting sales, gaining market share, and making money. And it's just going into the international markets right now, so the future looks bright. This presents an interesting opportunity. Why not have Chrysler buy Fiat? To borrow a phrase from Mr. Marchionne, it could be done for a symbolic price, that is, with no cash trading hands. Fiat would no longer have to cough up a couple of $100 million to buy more Chrysler stock, and Chrysler could provide Fiat with cash. Bada boom, bada bing. I find this to be an intriguing possibility.
I'm Andrew Justice at the famous racetrack at Laguna Seca, sitting inside the equally famous BMW M5. That report coming right up.
Why?
Because plants need water to grow.
Because baseball's played in the summer.
Oxygen and hydrogen.
Because I forgot to get a receipt.
Why? Why not?
Why?
Why don't you go ask your dad?
Do Sonata drivers know something you don't? The Sonata from Hyundai.
The 5th generation M5 is overflowing with new technology, starting with the stiffest chassis this car has ever had. It also has a variably locking rear differential, a new transmission, new brakes, but the best new feature is what's under the hood.
The new engine is a 4.4 liter V8 down from a 5 liter V10, but we've added 2 twin scroll turbochargers in the hot V of the engine. With that, we can extend the highway range of the car over 30%, combined with a slightly larger fuel tank. Efficiency on the car overall is up somewhere between 10 and 20%, depending on how you drive the car. And our power output is the highest ever for a BMW M car, 560 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque from 1500 RPM through 5500 RPM.
The M5 has a lot of power on the street, but to see what this car really has, you're going to have to partake in a long-standing BMW tradition, and that's owners taking their cars to the racetrack.
Well, at BMW, we know that more consumers than ever are taking our cars to the racetracks on the weekends for some driver training or just for some fun. And so we like to demonstrate that the cars are as racetrack compatible as ever. That's never been more true than it is now for the M5, M6, the M3. Even our MSAVs are fully racetrack compatible. And our consumers know it. We believe that it is a value add in the cars. It is something that M-Car customers seek out specifically. They want to make sure that the car is racetrack proven. These cars spent years in development on the Nürburgring and in hot and cold climates around the world. Really the best way to fully enjoy your M-Car is to live with it every day on the street and then play with it on the weekends in a closed course where you can truly stretch the legs.
BMW says it's already pre-sold over 1,500 of these cars, with those owners starting to take delivery right now. But despite that, the company says if you've got $90,000 in your pocket, they'll put one of these in your driveway by the end of the year. From Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, I'm Andrew Justice with Autoline Daily.
M is for magnificent. Hey, don't forget to join us tonight for Autoline After Hours. I think the auto extremist is going to be in fine form because he's got a lot to say about Dan Ackerson's latest move to put someone in charge of Cadillac who has absolutely no automotive experience. Plus, if you have any questions about biofuels, we will have the answers. Tune in tonight for what promises to be a rocket good time on Autoline After Hours. And that wraps up today's report. We will be back here tomorrow.